when it's loud.
Hey guys, so in today's video I'm showing you guys how to make these super cute DIY customized letters that you can give to your friends or family for like Valentine's Day or birthdays or whatever. So if you guys would like to see how to make these, go ahead and keep watching. So for this DIY, the first thing you're going to need is obviously a letter. Mine is wooden and it is from Hobby Lobby. You can get whatever letter you guys want. Then you're gonna need Mod Podge and a paintbrush, and you can get glossy or matte, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna need scissors, any color paint, and a paintbrush or a foam brush like I'm using. And then you're also gonna need copies of pictures. So you wanna go ahead and get your pictures developed, and then you want to take them to a copy place and get them copied in either black and white or color. I decided to go with black and white. But you just want to get them copied and you don't want to print them from a printer because the ink will turn green. So make sure you get them actually copied from a real picture. So now we can go ahead and get started. So the very first thing that you want to do is take your paint color, whatever color you would like. I stuck with black because I was doing the whole black and white theme. And what you want to do is just paint your entire letter. Make sure it's really coated well. You can do 2 coats if you need to, but I used, I think it's like acrylic paint, and it was really like opaque, so I didn't have to do 2 coats and it dried pretty quickly. But you can use whatever paint you want and just kind of eyeball it and see if you need another coat. Again, black is pretty solid anyway, so maybe if you use a lighter color you'll need another coat. But you just want to paint the edges and the front and back of your letter so that it's completely solid. Make sure to get those little crevices, you know, just make sure the entire thing is coated, and that is what it should look like. And while mine was drying, I decided to cut out my pictures since I got them copied all on one sheet of paper. So you want to make sure you kind of have a variety of pictures. You want to make sure you have some vertical ones and horizontal ones, and then you can also get ones where your faces are closer up and kind of farther away, so you can kind of cut them out and make them look right on your letter, if that makes any sense. You'll see why in a little bit, but I'm just trimming all of the white edges off of my pictures so that I have nice 4x6 pictures. So once my pictures were all cut out, this is what they look like. So again, I have some smaller and bigger ones, and then I have some, you know, vertical, horizontal, just a big variety. So what you want to do with these pictures is take them and kind of lay them out on your letter before you start gluing anything, and make sure you know exactly where you want to place everything. So I took all of my pictures and just kind of laid them out across the letter. You kind of want to position them so that there's no gaps in the letter, so you want to make sure that they're all in the right places. So kind of had to play with this a little bit and make sure. I kind of folded the edges over and kind of was like trying to see if anybody's faces would be cut off if I put it there, since I didn't want to do the edges as well. So just kind of eyeball it, move around your pictures and see where they're gonna fit best. Now you go ahead and get to the complicated part. So you want to start trimming off the edges of your picture so that they fit perfectly on your letter. So you want to take your picture and trim off around the letter, and then once you have it trimmed the way that you want it, you're going to take your Mod Podge and just put it on the back of your picture and then place it down firmly on your letter so that there aren't any air bubbles or anything like that. So again, you want to take your letter, or your picture, not your letter, and trim the edges so that it fits perfectly on your letter. And then again, once you have it all laid out where you want it, you can Mod Podge it and stick it on to your letter. Also in this next clip, you can see that I took little small scraps that I had cut off from other pictures, and I glued it down so that there were no gaps in my pictures. So I wanted it so that there were no gaps where you could see the actual wooden letter behind the pictures. So I took little scraps from other pictures and filled in the gaps where the pictures didn't quite cover enough, if that makes sense. So again, you're just kind of cutting them out. Again, I'm taking a smaller piece here and just sticking it on the edge because the picture where I had it placed didn't fully cover the entire letter, so that helps me a lot because I wanted the entire letter to fit the theme. So it's pretty easy and repetitive once you get the process down. It's just pretty tedious when you're cutting out the letters and gluing them on so that they're exactly perfect up to the edge of your letter. So you want to repeat this process for all of your pictures until they're all Mod Podged down. So I hope this is making sense to you guys. I just took small scraps to fill in the gaps so that I didn't have any spaces where you could see the letter. So just, you know, repeat this process through all of your pictures. I also overlapped a lot of my pictures, so you can see once I have the whole letter finished, I have a lot of pictures that are overlapping other ones, and that was a lot easier too, as long as nobody's faces are cut off.
She's 17, I've told her I'm 20. I couldn't take her out cause mom's got no money. It's stuff like this that makes me wish that I could change somehow. Sitting here at home, it's obvious she's so out of reach. And I'm finding it hard cause she makes me feel like a try.
And then once all of your pictures are down exactly where you want them, you want to take a nice thin layer of Mod Podge and layer it over all of your pictures to make sure that it all is kind of seamless and all fits together and is sealed down onto your wooden letter. So just do a really thin layer. If you can see in the top corner of the C, I kind of got too much right there and it dried just a little funny, so you want to make sure that it's a really thin coat. And then once it's dry, I waited about a half an hour or an hour, and this is what it looks like. So I think it turned out super cute. It's pretty easy, like I said, but it just kind of takes a little while to get used to the process. So if you guys decide to do this DIY, please send me pictures because I would literally love to see them. So I think this would be a perfect like birthday gift or Valentine's gift. I made it for my friend for her birthday, so I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I will just see you in my next one. Bye!
I wish I was beside